Did you guys change anything with assessment codes?
No, why?
New doc reporting diagnosis codes are appearing on Smart Plan when not chosen.
Not good. Can you duplicate it?
No. I'll ask her to record a video. I hope other doctors are catching it. Notice, she is adding an order on the hypertension diagnosis. And just selecting creatinine, then pressing save. Notice the reason is I-10. But, now there is a E10.9 diabetes code. Where did that come from?
OMG. That is crazy. I will get a patient safety ticket going.
This is an actual transcript of a trouble issue that was opened by a large medical practice. Did you catch the issue? If you did, you were smarter than the rest of us, but took several days trying to duplicate the issue without any success. Hours and hours of time by 3 or 4 individuals trying to duplicate the issue. No one could replicate it. In fact, the only way we could observe it was to jump on a WebEx with the physician. We looked at the network. We looked at the activity logs. We recorded every transaction between the browser and the server. Out of pure frustration, I viewed the video frame by frame. I discovered the save button was just over the diabetes diagnosis and that the doctor was double clicking. We also discovered that 2 of the computers had a bad mouse that fired off 2 clicks from 1 click by the user. The rest of this video is a, boy, I wish we had done that so we wouldn't have saved a bunch of time. If we got onto the computer and did a performance tab and turned on recording, making sure that we did the screenshots, it would have allowed us to duplicate the issue once with the user. Now, one of the things you'll notice here is we have it running in the background because it turns out when we ran it on the side, it changed the position of all of the buttons and it didn't happen. So we spent a whole bunch of time with the doctor troubleshooting and weren't able to duplicate it when the dev tools were turned on. As you can see, if you turn on the performance here, it allows you to move around and see every single event that happened on the computer, both the drawing events, this JavaScript events, and you can scroll through the timeline. It's important to record a very short period of time because all of this data gathers up pretty quickly. You can get into tens of megabytes pretty fast. So the first thing you're going to want to do is to go and scrub in the video timeline to find the events that matter to you. As you can see here, once you can use the WASD keys to zoom around or use your mouse keys to move the window in time. And you can see at the top there's the gray area. It's the overall timeline. And then at the bottom here, I'm looking at stack trace. And then I'm looking at the events at the highest part of the stack and the timing of those events. So you can see right now at around 2009, 20 milliseconds, a click happened. And then at 2780, the first click happened. So it was 140 milliseconds between clicks. So then you might investigate, okay, well, what happened on that second click? And you can click into the function calls that cascade down below. Each function or each event shows the duration of the event and the function that it got fired below it. And if you have the source code installed, you can actually go and see the source for each of the function calls and the resultant return codes as well, how long it took. Oh, on this one, I don't have the source code installed, so when you click it, it's not going to the source code, but you can get the source code and just jump right to the function and set breakpoints. The important thing is you can save it as well. That allows you to save it to your hard drive and then upload it into the ticket for other people to use. As you can see here, this is 7.35 meg for just a few seconds. Once you download that JSON file, you can just go to any browser window, inspect, go to the performance tab. There is a link here to learn more about the performance tab and what you can do with it. I've only scratched the surface of what's possible here. There's good videos and resources here, and I highly recommend, particularly developers, to come up to speed on the performance tab and its capabilities. It really does help diagnose issues and troubleshoot. But if we go back to the Performance tab, all you do is hit the Upload button right over here and pick the JSON file that you've downloaded from the ticket. And then that allows you to browse around and see all the events. All the screenshots are recorded in there as well. Just happy hunting.